So I'm on a new book club study. In my business team, we have book club all the time. There's a new book. We read through a book, we get done, we start a new book, and we are just constantly trying to learn and grow, learn about ourselves, learn about our business, learn about the products that our business promotes. Because the key is that we all have influence. If you are a parent, if you are a spouse, if you are a son or daughter, if you work with other people, if you go to church with other people, basically, if you leave your house, you are an influencer, which means you have leadership. And one key thing that I have learned is that leaders are learners. So leaders are always learning because leaders can always improve some area of their life, whether it's something in their personal life, whether it's something in their business life. It doesn't matter. We can always improve in some areas. So that means that we need to do the work, to read the books, to listen to the audio tapes, to attend the seminars, and to constantly keep trying to get better and better, and to kind of develop the natural gifts and talents that we've been given, and to make them even more effective, so that we're really truly living our purpose in this world. So that has become my passion. And I don't know, I'm not a huge reader. Like, I kind of enjoy reading, but most of the reading I've always enjoyed was more like a fiction story. I remember reading lots of fiction, the standard stuff in high school and college, and then just mostly for entertainment after that. But I'll tell you what, I have become an avid, nonfiction reader, because it's all about learning and growing and becoming the best you. So I was thinking, why don't I make a video and talk about some of these books that have had that have been so helpful for me. So this first one is all about network marketing. If you are in a network marketing business, take a look at some of these books. Some of them are specifically for network marketers. Some of them are just more about the person, like helping you to think through and grow to become the person that you need to be in order to have a successful network marketing business. So some of the books that we have read: What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Helmstetter. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest, this is one that I have not gotten all the way through. But I know that it's valuable because we all have head trash, and I've done a lot of work in what we say when we talk to ourselves. So this is one that is on my must-read list, and I highly recommend it to you because just the third of the book that I've gotten through already has been extremely helpful. Another one is StrengthsFinder 2.0. Now this one is one that when you buy the book, you get, like in the back, in the back, you had this little code, and you can go on and you can take the StrengthsFinder 2.0 test one time, and it'll tell you like your 5 top strengths. And the purpose or the premise behind this book is that, a lot of times we think that we need to build up our weaknesses, but really we just need to really develop our strengths. Sometimes we do have weaknesses that we need to kind of bump up and work on, but if we can truly develop and make our strengths stronger, then we'll be even more effective in our natural gifts and talents. Another really good one, and I have this on hard copy and on Audible, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is a classic, and it will never go out of style. If you have not read this book, this is a must read. I know it shows I still have a bookmark in. I've not gotten through the whole book, but I have listened to it probably twice on Audible. So it's a really good one, and so many just great, like basic, just kind of common sense, but but really just how to interact with people in a very productive and fruitful way. This is another one, The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. This is one that for those of you that may be coming into business with somewhat of a scarcity mindset, maybe a lot of fear, maybe a lot of lack in your life and in your thinking, this is The Magic of Thinking Big. I've been encouraged to read the first 4 chapters of this book, I think 4 times each, to really let that sink in and to start. You really need to start changing your mindset, and that's what this is a huge help with. Okay, and then another one, Brendon Burchard. He's not specifically network marketing, but he has a book called The Charge, which I have on Audible, and then I was able to get this book, High Performance Habits, for free. All I had to pay was shipping, so I'm not sure if that's still an option, but Brendon Burchard is extremely helpful, has just a great way of like cutting through a lot of the complicated issues that maybe we can get hung up on, and he's able to cut through that and just give you some really good things, like tasks and different excuse me, action steps to take to really work on each of the areas that he talks about. And the 2 books of his that I know are The Charge and High Performance Habits. So and then one last book that we have read in our book studies is Switch on Your Brain. Dr. Carolyn Leaf wrote this book. She is a neuroscientist. It is very intellectual, and she mentions a lot. I mean, it's not a quick read, and this is the workbook. I think I have the audiobook on Audible. So this is an option if you wanted to listen. It kind of is helpful for her to read through some of that stuff, and then just have the workbook to work through as you're going. So, but this is interesting because switching on your brain, sometimes, we've been told that our brain can't regenerate, and, like, we kind of feel like, well, this is as good as it gets. And this book will blow your mind because she's telling us that we can create new pathways, that we can train our brain in a different way, and you really can switch on your brain to create the life that you want to live. So those are just some books that we've read in our book study that I have found helpful, and that I wanted to encourage you to maybe pick up one at a time and start to grow yourself and to grow your network marketing business. So I hope that helps, and I'd love to hear from you if you've already read these books, how they helped you, and if you're going to start reading them. All right, happy reading!